Hi there, Kris Hanna, Mayor of Marion, reporting on this week's General Council meeting. Well, we discussed food trucks this week. Now, you might know that there are a few food truck locations around the city of Marion, a couple of regular ones at the Jervois Street Playground and also the side of Glandore Oval. We thought it was better to have a range of pre-approved locations so that food truck operators don't have to go through a complicated planning process each time. And all of these locations, plus the rules under which they operate, are coming out to you for community consultation. And that'll be open over the next few weeks. You can look on the Making Marion webpage and give us your comments. Secondly, I'll mention that we discussed the building asset strategy we have. What we do is plan possible proposed building projects for the next 10 years. And some of them are never going to happen. Most of them aren't funded to any extent, but still we have to have an idea of what we might want to build over the next 10 years. We were hoping for some assistance from the federal government through the recent election process, but I'm afraid I can just give credit to Amanda Rishworth MP, a federal government minister, who was able to promise us $5 million to go towards the rebuilding of the Cove Sports Club. We're very grateful to her for that contribution. And finally, I'll mention an unusual case where we had to discuss the boundary of the Marion Holiday Park. Now, you might know the Marion Holiday Park on Sturt Road is a highly successful business. They used to have tennis courts there, but it's much more than that now. Cabins, caravan sites, and a whole range of recreational activities. But many years ago, some cabins were built over the property of the holiday park onto council land towards the Sturt River, which is quite close by on the western side. And so council had to grapple with what do we do when the next licence runs out, permitting them to be on that land. Well, council took the view that ultimately they need to correct this anomaly and have the cabins built only on their side of the property. So we've given them 10 years, and by the end of that time they have to rebuild those cabins which are infringing on community land. They have to rebuild them on their side of the property, because it's in a very special area where the Sturt River runs through that area we call Warraparinga, very significant in times past and currently to the Kaurna people, and it's a very special place for all of us at Marion Council as well. And that's all I have from this week's Marion Council meeting.